So we're sitting here having another conversation, and the conversation is about babies and the parents that they come through. So what we noticed was a pattern that the mushrooms were showing us. Now, you have to truly understand the mushrooms to really get what I'm saying. The mushrooms are not biased. They do not have a goal or a mission. It is only information. That's it. It's all information from all. And I'm not saying just the planet you live on or the sky that you see, but all.
Fungus can live in space.
It lives in all times. It's inside of the wheel of time. Okay, so it's everywhere. That's why I tell y'all, when y'all worship these gods and stuff, you kind of should really think deeper than that. If I said if you should worship anything, you should worship the earth or the sun or whatever. I mean, that was just giving you an example. But shit, a mushroom, if a mushroom can answer you back, but your God from your religion can't, who would you trust more? If a mushroom could actually show you, and you find that to be true, is that mushroom a God in the sense of what y'all believe to be God?
But not to get too...
Yeah, not to get into the whole God thing. But anyway, what we noticed is the mushroom focuses on showing us agents. Agents that stop certain babies from being born. And the way they show us that is this person is linked up with that person and they're not supposed to be. It's very, very simple. You do not have to overthink this. So what I said, my example was, it don't matter if you feel in your heart you're born into the wrong family. Your code is your code. Loyalty is loyalty and love is love. Your family is your family. So if you stuck with your family that's holding you back from your mission and you're not getting to your real family, then they won. Because now, number one, your baby not being born because it's not been around that tribal person that's supposed to be born with. Number two, you're not linking up with your mission, your crew. You want somebody else's crew. So your crew is lacking a team member, so they going to fail. Pay attention to the setup.
My example is, we know that we doing this thing over and over again. We know that we're supposed to be learning something from it. In this present dispensation of time, we talk about the current colonization and how that's affecting the earth and all that other nonsense, right? That's just the world. But there was a world before this world, and before that one, and before that one. So it ain't about the world. It ain't about looking out at all. It's about looking in and what needs to be done in order to make this heaven on earth this time. Because we already in the hell. We already know that. We established that. It's our job to create that heaven again. Because guess what? Like my wife just said, it's a wheel of time. You're not going to escape it. You're not going to die and be like, oh, it's over and I'm going to go somewhere. No, you're not. You're just going to come back until you create the heaven that you're supposed to create. And now this particular time, we're seeing that, like she said, in the physical, in the 3D realm. What does that have to do with anything? Well, let's say I want to be a super spiritual being, but I'm just going to eat toxic poison. I'm going to die, right? I don't care about your mission, your journey, what you set out to do. You're going to die, then you're going to come back, and then you're going to learn about food. Instead of learning during your mission, you're going to have to learn about food. Because you're not ready for the mission if you haven't even learned about food. That putting the food into your body, the right food, will give you the energy to do the fucking mission. So you get knocked back down a peg. And then you come here again and again and again and again and again. So you get back to where the heck you were at the first time. Oh yeah, the mission. So that is what's happening to us. Now
So we went as far as to say, so we have figured out who Jay-Z's real baby mom is supposed to be. And I mean, y'all ain't gotta listen to us, but when we figured this shit out when we was doing these journeys, it was like, this shit make perfect fucking sense. It's gonna be somebody in the squad, like the way the agent works. Damn, I hate when I shut down like that.
It's two sides to the coin, right? There's the what do you ever say, good or bad, whatever you want to call it. However, they exist at the same time. They're generated at the same time. So when you're looking for your particular soul mate, or the person that you're supposed to do what it is that you're put here to do,
They're adversaries
they're
here
going
too.
to be within 6 people of you. The 6 degrees is correct. The person that you need to move your individual soul mission forward is within 6 people of you. However, the person who is your adversary is within 6 people of you.
You got to pay attention to who's around you and their role. It made perfect sense when they showed this to us. Kelly is who he's actually supposed to be with. Kelly. And I don't know, we was looking at something and I said, oh my God, this is all making perfect fucking sense. And then there was this video going around. What happens when Jay-Z sees Kelly after not seeing Kelly for a few years? And then you look at his face. Look at her face. That's not friendship. That's a soul connection.
Shit.
That's a soul connection. But the glitz, the blitz, and the glamour is Beyonce. Because she just got a little bit more what Jay-Z want as far as that look. So she was able to be his Jezebel and get him. And she gave birth to his kids. Kelly gave birth to somebody else's kid. So now the baby, the elder that they were supposed to bring back, has split and went somewhere else. See? That's probably too deep, right?
Yeah, I don't know if y'all can catch all.
We're going to try to bring this to Jesus. All right, if y'all want to go to y'all religion and y'all belief in Jesus Christ, okay, let's think about it like this. Everybody, everybody say Mary was a hoe, right?
Hold up, before you say that, let me say, everybody had their own, what do you call it, interpretation of this story, but it's a popular story. That's why we're using Jesus. It's a popular story. Everybody almost all in the world knows about the story. So we can use that story. But we also know that everybody disagrees about the story. Was it 3 days of resurrection? Was it this? Was it that? Yahshua? What is it? We all got different disagreements. So we just said, for your enjoyment, for your entertainment, if you will,
we're gonna try to put this in the play of the Jesus story.
So let's just imagine this.
An example of the right parents making the right child.
The right parents.
Jesus Christ, dad was a carpenter, right?
A lowly man. A lowly carpenter.
Nobody important.
Nobody.
No prestige with him.
Right.
And his mama was a hoe, right?
They say how she get pregnant.
So you know that story goes.
So let's just say these were 2 individuals of lowly presence and ill repute. Let's just put it that way, right? But let's also say that the reason why they put that genealogy in there before the corruption, let's just say in our story, the reason why the genealogy is included is because it's the right man and the right woman.
That's why they say opposites attract. So you see somebody who, wow, they're like this. Why the fuck are they with that person? Because that code matches. And they are producing the new code, the new strand that will do what's necessary to complete the mission.
And move us forward. Now let's talk about this from let's get into the science of it. Evolution, right? For the people that like evolution and like science, they tell you that what is necessary is for the environment around the organism or for the organism within itself to come about with either a mutation or a singularity within itself that changes it, making it adapt to the situation. That is what evolution is, right? Or that's what that modification that moves us forward is, right? Growing legs, whatever you need to do, okay? If we are walking on this earth and we have not moved forward since we can look back and say, oh, the Neanderthals or whatever the heck, what is back there, if we can see that there hasn't been any forward movement, right, in a long time, that means that these thoughts are repeating themselves and they're not evolving, they're repeating. And evolution is necessary. It is part of our creational, like my wife always say, code. It's within our code to move forward. right? That's going to happen anyway.
I think a perfect example of the DNA being wrong is when a mother and father have a paraplegic child or a child that's deformed or something. Those codes weren't supposed to go together. And if you really want to go deep, this is why arranged marriages was so important. Because
Right.
they knew the DNA. They knew the
Right.
codes. They knew what codes that you're not supposed to mix with because it just corrupts the DNA. And that's not a racist comment. That's
No.
not a class comment.
Nope.
That is just the truth. It's science. For all the people who do not believe in the spiritual world and the supernatural, this is your science.
Two people with the same, what you call it, recessive DNA, whatever, will make a child that's going to have a particular genetic deformity. You believe that, don't you? You ain't seen a gene in your life. You ain't never in your life looked and seen, oh, that's a gene. You ain't never seen one, but you believe it, don't you?
You ain't never seen Jesus
You believe that too.
or Allah or Buddha. Oh, no, I think Buddha was walking, right? Ain't they said that? Buddha was the walker or something.
Yeah,
anyway, but you
anyway.
ain't never seen them other ones. And
All of
when you
these are
ask them to
stories.
come up here to me, they ain't show up.
Right, so it's still a story. So just
But
take
you
that.
take that as faith. You take that as the absolute truth, the word. And we okay with that. If
I'm
that's
cool.
your
Yeah,
truth,
that's
that's cool.
We just saying, within your truth and your story, whatever it is you believe, look at this and tell us and think for yourself. Do you see this to be true? When two people who are supposed to be together, if two people are not supposed to be together, make something that's not moving forward, or that at least makes it hard to move forward. Because I'm not going to say that, oh, if you have Down syndrome, you can't marry because you might make them. No. I'm not that ignorant. What I'm saying to you is evolutionary is more than just physical. It's more than just, oh, I like how handsome he is, I'm going to make a tall baby with him. It's more than that. It is part of that, but it's more than that. And if you allow yourself to believe in a story of a man from thousands of years ago who was created magnanimously, all we saying is in our version of the story, it's just the right person, the right man, the right woman. If they come together and make the right type of child, that child is going to be powerful.
And they could have met in a club one night in the bathroom, high and drunk as fuck. But that DNA had to draw itself to each other to bring that life into the world. We overthink shit. You having to be married and being with this person and knowing this person and all of that is stuff that's taught to you. Those are all things that somebody else's idea put into you.
It's a tradition.
It's
made to carry on the truth that the people knew who started it. When they said they knew that. Oh, look at the story in the Bible. It tell you when it was getting married. It tell you Jacob said, what's it? Not Abraham, or Isaac. Isaac said, don't get no wife from over there for my son. Make sure my son get a wife from over here. They tell you the story and you look at it and they don't, it's like, all right, whatever. And it specifically tell you who people marry. If you look at the stories and read them, it'll tell you this person went down here and they got this person to marry. Why is that significant? It's significant because of who they're creating, what they're not creating in some cases, because they don't want to.
So we went to the story of Jesus Christ because those two people who, whatever, the virgin and all that lie, whatever, but they made a man who became the story that y'all follow. So that man wasn't, in a sense, he was very important.
Right.
So he had to be born. And all we're saying is we've noticed that there is a pattern in all of our trips about these fucking babies being born to the right person or the wrong person and the agents that's being sent. The agents that's being sent. What's wrong?
Nothing, mate. I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. I thought they was recording us again.
No.
Okay. So that the importance of these babies and the agents that's going to the parents to stop them from bringing that particular baby in. I thought that was just something that I was personally going through. And then they showed us, how the fuck Jay-Z go through that? That shit is crazy. They showed us, who all they showed? It was Jay-Z, they showed us Kanye, Lauryn Hill, Kanye, Jay-Z. They've been focusing with me a lot on celebrities as of the last few trips. I'm not sure why, but that means that all of this is coming together.
It's not just celebrities, it's people. It's just people that you know.
There are people that you know because of their work.
Yeah.
So, but these people, because of their work, are... Wait, I might have said that backwards.
No, that's it. Yeah.
They're important, and the work that they're putting out there is about whatever I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So, bringing that back to Jesus, it was just interesting to us to look at and see how these, if done right, if the babies come to the right partners, what are the possibilities for the world if these right babies come with the right parents.
Because we're never going to look at this thing as a race. We're never going to look at it in the eyes of the terms of the world. The terms that the world has produced are terms that are conducive for its current functioning. And evolution is going to poke out. If you're supposed to grow some wings, they got to poke out. And guess what? It might not feel good. Okay? But if it's necessary for you to fly, it's going to go down, okay? You're going to grow the legs, the arms, whatever it is, the shell, whatever is necessary for evolution to take place. So it might hurt a little bit. We might say some stuff that's going to step on some toes. We just ask y'all, beg y'all to step outside of what we currently know.
Thinkers, yeah.
Step outside of what we currently know, because we do know that we don't fucking know. That's a fact. We know we don't know. So allow ourselves the moment to step outside of ourselves and just for a second think of the possibilities. That's all. Mm-hmm. And if we want to move forward, it's going to take
all of us.
All of us. And that means that if I tell you you might be married to the wrong person, you might be making babies with the wrong person, I'm not talking about you
as a person. You're a horrible person. It's not that. It's a code. You got to get the codes together. If you fucking close your eyes and look at the sun, you will see what your code is. It's a grid. It's a grid. Just fucking look. Open your eye. Close your lids, but open your eyes. Close your lids and look at your eyes in the direct sunlight. When you open your eyes, you'll see a grid. The grid is your code. Now I don't know how to tell y'all how to match this shit up.
Y'all know Romeo and Juliet, right? Y'all know that story.
Hey.
It's called a tragic end, though, right? The thing about it is the two families said no to them. Y'all can't mix y'all blood.
That's all that was.
They said y'all can't mix y'all blood.
Real simple.
And the kid said, fuck it, we in love. Love means more. But guess what happened?
I love him.
They both died. So what the fuck? Come on, man. You're not moving forward. That ain't evolving. That's repeating. You're going to come back. After y'all kill yourself, after you kill yourself in this life, after you chase whatever you think you got to chase, you're going to die and come back. And do it again. Nah, we're not trying to come back, man. Tina Marie said that shit the best. I've been here before.
I'm not trying to do
and
this shit no more.
And I ain't trying to come back no more.
No.
The next time it's supposed to be, a little pain, a little birthing, but the wing's supposed to come out and you're supposed to fly. And guess what? After you fly for those 3, 4, 7,000 years, you're supposed to become something that swim. So get over yourself. Get over yourself.
Because at every stage in your life, you have been everything. You've been a fucking rat, a dog, a cat, a tree, a wall, a chair, a fucking boogie in somebody's nose. You've been shit out of someone's ass. You've been all things. All things, all times is you. So actually to hate anything is foolish because you're just hating yourself. But that's too deep. I ain't going there with that one yet. We can talk about that in another fucking video. However, we wanted to get that out there to you, to tell y'all about the agents and the importance of the codes and mating right. Or fucking right. I don't know what I'm trying to say.